Hello my beauties, and that's another blah blah club on Lolo and how Lolo making these triangulations. So when we just started to communicate with Lolo, he was pushing on me really hard his sexual agenda, and now when I'm looking back I find it really weird because he's the one who's having a wife, like literally a hole at home. Don't you get in this? Like, don't you get in this? Like, for real, he was pushing really hard. And he said to me, look, he sent me screenshots from his Tinder, from inside messages that he's receiving from women. And he sent me, that's for the first time, the name of mysterious Elizabeth Ivanov shown up. And he said to me, look, I can walk barefoot on the street and all women are mine. And this is narcissists, they use quite often triangulation, yeah, to sell themselves. And that's when I responded to him, well, okay, I'm also popular, for your information. And I sent him my DMs, and I sent him a conversation between me and one of my admirers back then, who was like literally inviting me, like wanting to fly me out somewhere. And I said to him, look, you see, and since this admirer had a much higher status than Lolo, with all his family in high places, so Lola got jealous over this person. And when mysterious account of Alyssa was contacting me on Facebook, the name of the person, conversation with who I sent to Lolo during this conversation, that he was trying to triangulate me, and I said to him, okay, I see what you're doing. I'm fully aware of what you're trying to pull here. And for your information, I'm not the needy one here. And I sent him like a part of conversation with this person. And Lolo went bananas, and this Alyssa, when she returned, was writing me, you are a cheater too. I'm what, your wife? I mean, I'm free woman. I can date, I can get to know someone better, yeah? I'm free woman. This is how things being done, in my culture. In his culture, it's always arranged marriage, So I was sort of and the name of this person showed up, and there was I'm gonna kill him. He wrote, Alyssa wrote that, and I said, okay, go ahead, I don't give a shit, because that's not my problem, I'm not his wife. That's not, I don't care. For real, I don't care. And Lolo was shocked, Lolo was shocked, but I was shocked even more when I was chatting with the real account of Lolo. Lolo said, no, I don't know, Alyssa, not me. Of course, we're gonna believe in your new lies, of course, from where, I literally asked him, from where else Alyssa could know this name and this conversation? From where else Alyssa could know this person's existence even? And the city this person lives in? If it was not you, from who the hell Alyssa knew this? Who is Alyssa then? Whom you snitched? He said, no, I didn't tell anyone. So if you didn't tell anyone, and if he was removing all conversations with me back then, I guess because he was he was lying to me that because of memory. But I know Telegram is very comfortable. You can just clear cache there. You don't need to remove conversation. It's not WhatsApp, yeah. and he wasn't just not enough memory. This is a complete lie. I guess he was removing from his wife all his sexual fantasies about me, obsessive, so wife will not see, and the only thing that wife will see is probably him writing abuse to me about 50 cats, about use this, calling me different names, started with beach, etc, etc. This what he gonna show to his wife, but his own obsessive thoughts with me, where he was writing to me like literally that he wants to worship my private parts, like an altar, and like I was like, what, for real? And he was sending like a setup how he wanna worship it, and that was freaking. Why didn't you show this to your wife, like what you was sending to me, that craziness, that madness? Why didn't you show to your wife how you want literally set up altar and worship my private parts? Like, why wife not aware of this? But to wife, he's only showing what makes him look good in her eyes, like, oh, she's chasing me, she's making videos about me. Yeah, because the story, this is mind-blowing story, of course, and I'm storyteller, of course I'm gonna tell a story. So this is mind-blowing story of how two creeps obsessing over me. This is literally mind-blowing. And like creating this agenda, this like sick agenda, and wishing me 50 cats, and all they obsessing is my life, my private life. They learn this in other manipulations, that if you repeat something to a person many times, person will start believing this. And this explained why he was so many times mentioning this 50 cats, you will die alone, you're miserable, my wife not like you, she's at least like not pretending. Yeah. And I remember when we were discussing a cheating with him, cheating issue, that his sick brain perceived as like I'm giving a permission to cheat, and I was like sensing that something not all right with him. And I said to him, look, normal man, if he wants to cheat, he hire like escort, he pays money, he do it in using protection, yeah, and he is paying to this escort certain amount of money. This could be even part of family budget if men having like sex addiction, yeah. I told him how, but it's not some creep going on Tinder dates trying to brain fuck someone and have things for free and deceive women, etc, etc, etc. I explained him how real high status like men doing this, and this high status man, he won't be worrying that this escort gonna write to his wife, he will not be creating legends, etc, because for escort he's not the only one, yeah. She received her money, fair and square situation. He's not bullshitting her, he's not harming her emotionally. When I explained this, my opinion about cheating, for example, if wife doesn't want to perform certain like fantasies that her husband is having, yeah, what you gonna do, yeah. I explained to him, and his perverted brain interpreted this, you even allowed me to cheat just because you obsessed with me and you want to be with me. When I was explaining this dork like how real man would cheat, he will not be creating legends going on Tinder in sadistic way, taking other women down. I'm very much against this, and if I would figure out my husband doing something like this, ooh,